Chris Benoit and trying to injure purposely, and of course it was the other way around, and there's somebody knocking on the door.
Want to see who it is?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
There it is.
Why can't we be friends? 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 I know you're working for the CIA. Oh yeah! And I forgot the rest of the words. But fuck them today. Why can't we be friends? Oh shit!
Let me stand up. Let me stand up. You could not have done anything else but that silliness that I wouldn't. Come here. All right. I'm too old for this.
Me too.
Mustafa, and you're older than both of us. I'm all right. I'm all right. A little fatter and a little older.
You too?
Why can't we?
I know, man. Hey, look, it is what it is.
It is.
You know? Fuck. So goddamn it. That's all I can say. It is what the fuck it is. And there you go.
What have you guys been doing?
Nothing.
Well, good, because that's the same thing I've been doing. I like it more than doing something.
I don't know.
Because when you do something, you generally get in fucking trouble. When you do nothing, people leave you alone.
That's true. That's
Can't
true.
fuck up.
You can't.
Well, you gotta look at it. I look at it like this. I wasn't happy about getting hurt with Vic, but after I did, I get a check every month.
That's right. You guys fucking fell off the roof.
Yeah. So I've been getting paid for it.
Well, good.
It was some. I had some sense to get some kind of insurance.
Okay.
So I'm all right. I'm not doing this shit no more. I told him I'll stand on the side and cheerlead your ass, but I'm not doing it. I can't do it.
You still in Atlanta? Are you both still in Atlanta?
No, I'm in Sacramento.
Sacramento?
I'm in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, y'all moved as far apart from each other as you could without getting on a boat, right?
Yeah. For the hey, stop.
Let's do a triple.
Hey, you got this on tape?
Yep.
You do?
Oh my God. This is a historic occurrence.
No, all bullshit aside, then we going down to South Street and tell some lies and make some promises we can't keep.
Put some ass down there.
For the record. All right, I'm about to squash all the silly shit now for the fucking record. I always give credit where it's due. We started out, the big break that we got was with Cornette. He put us on TV. He did the mainstream thing with us on TV. And it was a chance that was being taken. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I give anybody fucking credit. If it wouldn't have been for what he did, it would have been a lot harder. We could have probably got it later on, but he took a chance on it. I had no idea what the fuck he was taking a chance on. And to me, being black and beating a white boy in Tennessee was heel enough. But then he came up with the idea, be racist. So we did. And I didn't know. I had no fucking idea what the fuck I was doing at the time because I thought the shit was funny to just be riding them down the highway fucking with white people. I had no idea they had never seen black people in person until I showed up. And I had this one white dude, I swear to God, I'll never forget, I don't know what town, but this little kid comes up, he says, "No, Jack, nice to meet you." And he said, and he walked away. I said, "Come here." He said, "I'm sorry." I said, "What'd you just do that for?" He said, "Well, my daddy said if you get close enough to one of y'all, it'll rub off."
Oh,
And I said, "You little big head motherfucker, come here." You know what I'm saying? And it was like, that was the kind of shit that we had went through and I had never been exposed to. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we had our differences. Everybody fucking do. You know what I'm saying?
and I gotta say one thing also. Nobody else, when you came out that night in Knoxville, the first night, and cut that promo, and Jim Ross is standing there, and he had no idea. He knew, but he just still didn't have much idea what was about to be unleashed. Nobody else could have talked that thing over like you did.
I didn't know what I was about to say.
It was live every night. Every live round's coming because he didn't know what he was going to say, and I can't tell him what to. I can tell him what to act like, but I can't tell him what to say because how am I going to tell him what to say? How am I going to talk like New Jack and write New Jack shit?
Cornette told me. He said, the first promo we did on actual TV before Jim Ross, after Jim Ross, when he told me, he said, just go out there and just go. Just make white people mad. And I'm sitting back there like, what can I say to make them mad? So I talked about us. The NAACP was picking at us. I called them a bunch of fucking yard monkeys, whatever the fuck, and yada, 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 whatever. And we did the shit. And I was like, one thing that I realized, I don't know why white people hate so bad when you tell them to kiss somebody's ass and you're black. Kiss my black ass. For some reason, they fucking hated that. And that's what I ended the promo with. And I was like, Ricky and Robert, yada, 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 kiss my black ass. And everybody was like, it was almost like being up under a bed and you coming out. Boo! They just started booing like real hard. They did not fucking like us. You know what I'm saying? And in the first promo, and Jim Ross sitting there like, motherfucker, go to commercial. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was just not shit playing.
It was believable.
What was the warning?
It was also a little bit too far ahead of its time. To be quite honest with you, it was a little too far ahead of its time.
No, it wasn't out of control. It was
just too far ahead of its time.
Get out of control.
It was just okay. And then the first promo I did to really set the fucking stage when we did that, I think it was Warrensville, some shit like that. We went up there.
Remember better than I do.
Yeah, but that was one item. I'm gonna tell you why I remember it. Because we rented a van. It was 5 of us, and the cop was so mad. He told us to drive. Don't go through the town, but drive the back way. And the back way was a mountain that was a swirl for like 4 hours. And we wore the fucking brakes out going around this motherfucking mountain. I was like, if we run off this bitch, they'll find us in like 2012.
It wasn't even on the map, that one place we went to. You remember that one place we was talking about? We wasn't on the map.
The thing that we did, he came back. And see, this is something that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of shit that we was doing, cutting promos, it was his idea. People don't realize it, but the first fucking promo saying it was always this, oh, New Jack, the reason, no. He said it, right? And honest to God, the first promo, he said, Jack, go out there and cut a promo. And I said, on what? He said, just do your thing. Say something that made white people mad. And I'm sitting there like, well, I could go on for that shit for fucking years. He said, say something about OJ and turn around and walk back off. And I'm cutting the this was on you. I'm cutting the promo. And he said, when I got down, to the little thing, and I said, I want to give a special shout out to my homeboy OJ Simpson. Keep up the good work. 2 less to worry about. And that set the stage for motherfuckers was coming at us like, what the fuck? Well, see, to me, I hadn't been in the business but a year. So I didn't know no better. I didn't know I was going to be in touch with motherfucking cops still calling black people colored. And like, we don't allow that shit up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, we had our differences with like a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean?
We had to put a graphic up. The views of the gangsters are not necessarily the views of this television station.
Right, but see, the thing was, it relieved them of being responsible for us. But with the fella with the whole freedom of speech thing, it said we was allowed to do it. Right. So now it was just that fucking gray area we were swinging in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I mean, like I said, and I would sit at home sometime and just think about shit. What the fuck can I do, or what the fuck can I say to just piss the people the fuck off? And not knowing, because I hadn't been in the business that long, not knowing that what I was doing was like committing fucking suicide, I thought the shit was funny. And it was just one night. Now I remember this part too. Now I remember somebody just sent me the promo on fucking MySpace. Yeah. Me, you, and D-Lo, and you called us that night. We had left the building, and you said, Jack, I've been in this business for a long time. And you said, I have never had anybody to show me out or show me up on a promo. He said, but tonight, you got me. He said, I'm going to give you credit. He said, you got me. And the promo, man, why I don't remember important shit like a court date, but I remember this shit. He came out and said, let me manage you. He said, it was an angle. He said, let me be your manager. Let us meet, yada, yada. He said, New Jack, I could take you places and yada, yada. I managed the Midnight Express and rock and roll, whoever, and yada, yada. We do your thing. He said, when you don't know when to cheat and when not to cheat. And for some fucking reason, the only comeback I had was, and I could never say ancestors. I would say sisters. And sisters, right? And I said the gangsters are black owned and black operated. And I said every time you get some black people doing something, white people try to show us up. You know what I'm saying? I said it was some shit about, we did the fucking New Edition, y'all had new kids on the block. We did MC Hammer, y'all got Vanilla Ice. It was like a bunch of crazy shit, right? And I said, you brought our ancestors over here, chained in the bows of a slave ship, yada, yada, yada. We built the city up, built the fucking country up, and now y'all want us to go back. And I said, we ain't from over there anyway, so we just went on up. And that's what he called me on. And then I was like, well, it meant something to me for him to say this shit, because he was like, even though it was a word, it was business. To be told that, I outdid the motherfucker that's been known for cutting fucking promos, it meant a lot to me, knowing I had been in the business, but now a little over a year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I've always just been like, I don't deny nobody the credit. When it got down to the end, when we wasn't seeing eye to eye, we got the fuck on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I've always said, regardless, I'm too old to be mad at people about stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm older than you are.
Dude, I'm about to turn 47.
I already turned 47.
Okay, well, I'm about to turn 47. It's just a point where it's like, with the shit that we did, it made it a lot easier going through Smoky Mountain because it put us on the map. I've always been told I don't know when to say something and when to be quiet. Well, so fucking what? That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? I had a child psychiatrist told me I was fucking crazy. I said, no, you crazy. And I was 12. So if I'm telling this motherfucker he crazy, if I'm telling my mama, bitch, go jump off a bridge, then you really think I give a fuck about telling somebody else, you know what I'm saying, how I really honestly personally feel about you? So that's how the shit went, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I done said shit bad about him. He done said shit bad about me. We done all talk bad about each other, whatever the fuck case may be. But like I said, when it came down to business, the business was there. You know what I mean? When it came down, and I mean, like with him, Ricky, Robert, Tracy, I told you that last night. We all made money, and they all taught me a whole lot. Because with Ricky and Robert, they taught me so much shit in this fucking business, I could never take it away. But it wouldn't have happened if we hadn't went down there. And he took a chance on it. You know what I'm saying? And it planted a fucking seed for us to become whatever the fuck we became. And now that y'all done got old, I'm getting the fuck on. So I mean, it's just all good. I mean,
Hey, wait a minute. Do I have to split my fucking payoff for the shoe with it?
Hey, look. I'm just filling in the fucking gaps, goddammit. You guys, look, this isn't commercial. So, but hey, man.
Wait a minute. I just coughed.
I know, right hand. There you go.
There you go. Jack, hey.
Good to see you, man.
It's good to see you, too.
And I mean,
hey, you know what? That's all I wanted to hear, and I'll tell you something you want to hear. You meant a lot to me. You were a talent. And I apologize when we got, like you said, when we got sideways. I don't want to disrespect the fact that you guys worked hard for the whole time you were there and did a lot of shit that probably, with the one time we had the street fight with the Heavenly Bodies, and we ended up fighting out the back of the Knoxville Coliseum and across the street and up the hill toward the Marriott Hotel. And there are cars coming down the street seeing two white guys in fucking swimming trunks and a guy in a red and blue fucking jacket suit with a tennis racket whacking the heck out of these three black guys that are running like they just stole something, and they're honking the horn. They're calling the police on cell phones, and there's one guy with a video camera chasing after it.
That's when Corluzzo came down, and I was there for that. That was great.
Thank you, Eric Sims, the topper.
You
were there for that. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Bugger.
And Mustafa, even though we never said anything bad about each other, I love you too.
I love you too, man.
Hey, man, we out. We going down to South Street.
Give my regards to everybody that you fuck with down there.
I will.